You need to actually tread, you need to walk on the way. I'll show, come with me, and you can follow me. But it's your job to follow me. Okay? Question?
Sir, actually, I have two questions,
Mhm.
different two questions. Number one, why do you uh, choose this profession?
Why did I choose this profession?
Choose.
Well, I am a good student. I was a good student all through my education life. In my HSC, I was awarded by Prime Minister. In my university life, I stood first. In India, I stood first. In Cambridge, CILTA, I stood first. I mean, I passed and I got the great results. So I had an intention to be a university teacher. I became a university teacher. I served two universities, but I found that I cannot change the whole country by being a teacher there only. Because I used to teach some 35 students or 40 students in a class, and in one semester, 4 months, two batches or at best three batches, 120 students. So I thought that only 120 students are never enough to change the country. So I quit my university job, started teaching this, started my private organization, and I taught, trained some lakhs of candidates. So now I'm serving well, I think, right? If I were a university student, you would not be here. You would not be here.
Thank you very much. So another question is, do you know how to recite the Holy Quran correctly?
I know how to recite the Holy Quran, but I don't know whether it is correct or not. I know how to, but I read especially the English version of the Quran to understand the meaning, because I try to understand the meaning, and that gives me pleasure. For example, if I ask you that the first question of the first surah of the Quran, that Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, what does it mean? Praise be to Lord, Lord of the worlds. Now, what do you mean by Lord of the worlds? It's a multiverse theory. Now, many people don't know about multiverse, but I know. So, I always try to understand what Allah said, what He tried to mean. That gives me pleasure. And I, through many challenges while reading the Quran, I did not used to believe the Quran actually initially in the beginning. Okay, I didn't used to believe. Later, I tried to find faults in the Quran, and later I understood. Okay, it is my mistake to understand the Quran. The problem is not with the Quran, right? And there are so many signs of uh, signs in the Quran. For example, there is a verse that by the sky there are orbits. This is a verse in the Quran. And in the Big Bang theory, this is also mentioned in the Quran. It is we who created the heavens with might, and it is we who are steadily expanding it. This is expanding universe theory. Traditional Muslims cannot describe this expanding universe theory. So I always try to find the scientific verses from the Quran. That gives me pleasure. I find peace, because I say Allahu Akbar. Uh, Allah knows everything the best. For example, mathematics, he's the best mathematician ever. Do you know why? Because you see, the sun and the earth, there is a distance. If the distance were little less, the earth would be covered in ice. And if it was a little far, it would be it would burn. Okay, so who fixed this in the same orbit so that we humans, plants, animals can survive? But I would love to learn the Quran recitation nicely. Okay.